Welcome back to Lunch Break. I'm Kelly Grant. Unfortunately, gray hairs and wrinkled skin aren't the only things to look forward to when it comes to aging. New research suggests that when it comes to eye health, 40 is the magic number for everything to start going wrong. Joining me now with the latest advice on how to keep your eyes young is Missy Sullivan of Personal Journal. Missy, thanks for being here. So 40, not just over the hill, but problematic when it comes to eye health. Why is that the number to watch out for?
Well, 40 is the age when almost everyone's going to be afflicted by something called presbyopia. That is essentially when you start doing this. The eye, the lens in your eye can't flex quite as well. You can't see near and far at the same time.
I think that's a bad sign then that I'm 30 and I'm doing that already.
Hello, reading glasses.
Yes, and that's certainly going to have to be an option. And now, when people are starting to experience this, so what is sort of the latest thinking when it comes to at least like the vitamin side, maybe of either dealing with this or preventing it?
There are some vitamins out there now that are specifically aimed at eye health, and based on some tests, one of the conditions, macular degeneration, for example, if you take this vitamin that has vitamin C, vitamin E, beta carotene, and zinc, there have been studies that show that it can actually reduce the risk of macular degeneration by 25%. That's where you start to lose your ability to see fine detail.
And then you mentioned beta carotene, and I know that that's kind of the old wives' tales. You eat a lot of carrots, improve your vision. Mm-hmm. Does nutrition help here?
Yeah, it's not all carrots all the time, quite the way we were taught when we were young. But certainly for some, for macular degeneration, leafy green vegetables can help once you've got it. Also, basically you want to think omega-3 fatty acids, your fish oils, your nuts, and essentially, that's what you're looking at.
And then you mentioned that just the sort of that gesture we all kind of know of, that inability to focus on things that are near you. When we're talking about environment, I'm guessing this is the point where you really say, I shouldn't be sitting in front of the computer all day anymore, or at least to try to counteract that?
Yeah, no, I mean, so many of us are in front of the computer all day long, and what you don't want is to lock your lens into exactly that same distance all the time. So there's what they call the 20-20-20 rule, and that is after 20 minutes of just looking at the computer distance, you want to refix your gaze at something that's at least 20 feet away.
Okay. And then what's the bottom line for people that are worried at this point, whether you're 40, 30, whatever age, how do you better protect your eyes?
The bottom line is to really focus on overall health issues. You want to focus on your diet, you want to get enough sleep, you want to quit smoking. That can have a big effect on your eye health as well.
Excellent. Well, we will have more on that in tomorrow's paper, and I know I'm going to be reading that very carefully with possibly some new reading glasses. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you.